And feast your eyes on this. Because it's not often that you see the Master Blaster spending time off the pitch chasing numbers. But when he does, there's only one thing that he chooses to replace his lucky bat with: a steering wheel. Say hello to the Noble M600 and the man who loves to break the 100 mark wherever it be, Sachin Tendulkar.
Welcome to the Autocar Show for a very special episode with a very special guest, Sachin Tendulkar. Thanks for joining us and sparing time on your holiday. But I think cars is one of your weaknesses, and so tell me, tell me about cars. What is it that you really love about them?
I like cars because, the love for the cars grew when I was possibly about 5-6 years old. And I stayed in Bandra East in Mumbai, and where there was a open theatre, drive-in theatre, where people would drive in their cars and watch movies on this mega screen, and that's where I developed love for cars, and from there on it's grown by many folds. And something that I really like about cars is the acceleration, but strictly on a racetrack.
Like this, I think it's a great opportunity to enjoy cars in a very safe environment.
Yes. This is an ideal environment where it's a controlled environment.
Right.
There are guys who are monitoring everything, so it becomes really safe to drive hard.
Tell me, 0 to 100. That's been one of your kind of obsessions, I would say, with a car. You just love that 0 to 100, that initial burst of acceleration, isn't it?
Yes, I think that 100 number is a magical number, I guess. So getting close to that speed as quickly as possible really excites me. Yes.
But now tell me, you've driven some really fast cars. So is 0 to 100 under 4 seconds, now something that's now become your minimum standard, so to speak, or is it now even closer to 3 seconds?
I would say at this stage 3 seconds. Something would under 3 seconds would excite me, but under 4 seconds, yes, it's wonderful to feel that power. But when you are driving on a race circuit, then obviously 2.5, 2.7 seconds would excite me.
Right. But Sachin, road cars, you have used BMWs in the past, isn't it? You have, from what I remember, you had the earlier generation M5 with the 10-cylinder engine. Tell us a bit about that.
Long time ago, in fact, 320 was my first BMW, and after that I've used M5 and X5. They've been wonderful cars. In fact, my entire family drives BMW. My brothers and my wife also loves BMW, so we all are huge fans. I think it's a driver-friendly car, easy to drive, and then given the traffic in Mumbai, ideal size to drive. 3 Series is just fantastic.
That's right. And right now on a track, I think that car is really meant only for the track. I can't imagine that the Noble being driven in Bombay traffic. I don't think it would work properly.
That's not going to happen. I think this is the one. I think the 3 Series is by far the most popular car in India liked by the Indian masses because of also the road conditions and the traffic.
Right.
And there cannot be anything better than this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, we all know that when Sachin is on a roll, there's nothing that can really stop him. And like his passion for cricket, his passion for BMW cars is truly unmatched. So much so that BMW thought him ideal to represent their cars by making him brand ambassador. With the German giants all set to launch their new 3 Series in India, the Master Blaster tells us what he feels about the car and the brand.
From a car enthusiast point of view, the new 3 Series BMW has got everything. I think style, comfort, safety, elegance. It has everything. My association started way back in 1993 with BMW, obviously the #1 brand when it comes to supercars. After having driven this car, it's hard for anyone not to like this car.
For those of you eagerly looking to buy the new 3 Series, here's a little bit of an incentive to be the first ones to book it.
for the first 100 buyers of the new 3 Series BMW, I'd be handing over the keys to you personally. I look forward to enjoying the drive with you. See you soon.
Well, that was some pretty amazing footage, and I was as excited when I first saw it. But why waste time talking? Let's talk to the man himself. He was right there with Sachin on the track. Hormuz, you were there driving those cars. Now tell us, is Sachin as good behind the wheel as he is with the bat?
Well, he is an amazing driver. I think being a sportsman at such a high level of his game, obviously his reactions, his reflexes, very, very honed. I think above all, he's a very safe, mature driver. No risks at all. I think that's the main thing. In fact, the Noble guys were really worried, like, would he be able to handle a 650 bhp car? I got that in the email. I said, look, this is one guy who's not going to take any risks. I mean, he drives with the maturity which he carries himself. But I think he has
so
a
it's safe
blast.
to say he takes more risks in the field than he does on the road.
No, absolutely. I don't think he's going to take risks on the road. And obviously, the Noble, it didn't have things like ABS brakes and stuff like that. So you do have to treat it with respect. And Sachin immediately gets the feel of that. So he kind of eases himself in very gently, and with each lap he pushes faster and faster. And I mean, you can see that he's really won with the car. And I think after he got out, I think everyone was quite amazed that, hey, this guy can also drive. And it's quite obvious that, there's a certain level of control with high performance machinery that he has.